Alright guys, everything's just loading up. Be just another minute. Alrighty, so be starting with the $10 giveaway. Everybody who showed up today. Alright, Robert Sackett. Mr. Lovings will send you 10 iRacing dollars. Congratulations. Sorry, trying to bring up chat. Alrighty. So we had one hell of a start today.
You said Robert Sackett?
Yes.
Alright, set.
And you got Aaron last week, right?
Yeah, I'll double check. I think I sent it, but I'll check. I'll log it in my PayPal
go
now.
around that cart.
If you wanna. If you wanna.
Alright, nothing there, just checking up from the beginning.
Here, if you can, go around
So
that
that
cart.
was him.
If you wanna.
That should be a penalty.
Come
Alright.
on, man.
Sorry, my dog is whining.
Stop it.
Alright, so this is probably just trying to catch up to some people. I mean, he has a little bit of netcode there, but this is technically still a pace lap. So, this is before the yellow is thrown, so I think they're just trying to scramble to get caught up, but it's Ken's duty to stay and leave room if the car next, like, on a pace lap, you basically have half the track. So, left side was his. Did not leave room for the car and got taken out himself, so I think that's fair. Just a little tap on the back. Okay, now starts the last pace lap. Yeah, no worries there. Same thing. Oh, that's unfortunate. Just checking up. Thankfully, pretty minimal damage for Danny. Nice job. Let this car get out of the way predictably. I remember this. Rejoin was fine from what I remember. Yeah, that was good. Alright, so we got Curtis and Claudio first real lap. So Will, Curtis, Claudio. Good move from Will. Alright, so the bus stop's hard enough going side by side, especially with cold tires. I mean, it's really tight spot. You both are doing what you can to give each other room, but it's just, so tight. Like I would say, Claudio didn't quite leave a car width, kind of forced you to go over that curb a little bit. Right, so if we were to say he actually gave all the room necessary, we determine that as the edge of the curb, not the true off-track limits. When going side by side. So this would be not enough room left per the guidelines, and that kind of caused this. I'd just say it's a racing incident together. Make sure the rejoins. Yeah, good job waiting. No action on either of those. Ah, that must be the black flag. Alright, so here, this is a little bit complicated because there's room here for Curtis, and the car is not braking when he has room. Right, so he's got almost half the track over here. And this is Micah up here, yeah. So he's hanging low, and then as it comes to the braking, he kind of hops over. This is what I would consider unpredictable. Usually the expected braking point is going to be up near the green light or a lift somewhere between these lines. But this brake was way early, as well as coming over into the line. So I would say like that's kind of a self-serving issue. Really cool he didn't hit anybody. That's pretty lucky. And then Curtis was just probably thrown off from it. So yeah, basically say that was a self-penalizing issue. I know we cleared that black flag. If I knew that's what it was from, I would not have done it. Oh yeah, I should watch the rejoin. Yep. So with this being said, if we ever do clear a black flag, we review it afterwards. And then if we need to, we'll give a time penalty to make up for an improperly cleared flag. So we'll just see what this ends up looking like. Okay, so he waited to about a similar spot.
I would say if he just joined the track over there and went around the barrier and just joined on the end of turn one, it wouldn't have gave him that penalty.
Yeah. Agreed.
Like right here, he should have just went left.
Yeah, agreed. I know you'd be out of the race at that point if you do that, like for the most part. But yeah, that was a self-inflicted issue. So I'll be probably giving a black flag time penalty to this because we should not have cleared it ultimately.
Look at that, dude. That
That
guy
was
called
beautiful.
it. He's got fucking skills.
That was beautiful. Wow. Almost as skilled right there from Mitchell. Just have to check this rejoin. This was really close. Good job staying on the outside. I think you did what you could besides waiting an extra second. So really close to being a one-pointer, but I think that's fine. That was a okay rejoin. Ooh. So we got Ellen Purser and William Bailey. This is a tough one because Allen comes. Oops. Allen comes across, but with Dustin passing him, he's a little bit slower, so he's probably trying to take a defensive line. And Will at this point is a car length back. Alright, so Allen's able to get back, losing only about 5 or 6 positions. This is an interesting one because there's a few different things going on, which is like he's braking early than expected. Usually, I guess Dustin's braking about there, but what I would expect is braking about here. He's already going just a little bit slower. Kind of moves under braking a little bit, but you know, if he's being defensive or not. I'm just going to mark this as a racing incident because the consequences of it were relatively small. But if you feel wronged by it, please submit a report. Yeah, John Gardner and Clyde. The outside line here is really, really tough. Car definitely wants to slide, but did not use all the track that was probably expected. Now what we do say is like the white line is the expected space to be given, which I would say it's just very tight. Let's see, because John's trying to get that speed coming out, opening up. He's not on a ridiculous angle by any means, doing his best to leave room. And then the contact happens here. So I'd say he's giving room. This to me looks more like a racing incident. They're just racing hard and didn't do what each other expected. It's a hard corner to go side by side as well. So racing incident here. Just make sure the rejoin was good. Yeah, that's an alright spot to be close to the racing line. It's predictable, easy to avoid. Toes, good call. Good job. Alright, it's a nice rejoin. Is that Clyde getting spun again? That is a contact, okay. Right, so coming into turn, was it 2, 3, 5 or 6? Apex is way out here, but we're already doing turn in, braking. Robert's still not alongside until here, where the bumper meets the front side of the rear wheel. And at this point, it's a bit late to be going side by side. You can do it, but you can't expect to have that space left by the other driver because they don't owe it to you. Yeah, so that was 4 positions. Likely no damage. But 4 positions would be... I need to double check my guideline sheet. Turn into apex. Yeah, so that would be a standard braking zone / apex. Passing fails to hit the apex, or not rim. Causing contact without. Oh, that's a different one. Okay. Forces driver off track or causes contact to side or rear, results in loss of control, position loss, and or damage. So it'll be a 4-pointer for Robert. Passing contact 4. Clyde was getting into it this race for sure. Good choice. Nice job. Oh. Yeah. Alright, so he's really trying to catch it. It doesn't touch his brakes until here. Dustin was the unfortunate one here, barely missed Cameron. But once you're at, about this point, with, cars are behind you, just hold your brakes. Especially because it's a section where it's really hard to avoid if anybody's going in front of you. So this would be a dangerous loss of control, not following the procedure. Hold your brakes. You pass the point of really saving it. Best thing you can do is hold your brakes and regain control. Slow that car down, make it more predictable. So that, pretty sure that ended Dustin's race with that hit. That was a big hit. Loss of control standard, so that's a 4-pointer. And Dustin obliterating his car. Wonder if he had to pit again, because that was a little early. Just following up that incident. Good avoidance from everybody. Oh. Looks like he was just kind of zoned out or something. Maybe taking a sip of coffee. Alright, nice rejoin. Pause. Yep, clean. Nice job. That was a big hit. But nothing to look at there. Good job. Yep. Nice and predictable. Gets out of the way. Clean rejoin. Yeah, I remember that. He was forced into that little mistake. Adam was pressuring him nicely. Those curbs are dangerous. Appropriate time to let it roll. Nice job, that's alright. Fair rejoin. No issue there. Simon was just really loving tapping those walls today. Something about him. Alright, so we got Mr. Schneebel and Lewalski. Going side by side into the bus stop. Say, yes, we are alongside, even before the braking zone. Alright, so room is not left. He can't be expected to take that curb, knowing that the curbs here are really hard. Need to leave a car's width from the white line. And granted, like, that angle looks kind of like Bobby may not have made it based on the point of contact, but I can't say he was used to going over that line, over the curb. I'm not sure. Now the bigger hit was for John there. Yeah, good call. Did a good job rejoining. Did Schneebel tow? Oh no, he passed. Let's say both pitted, got their repairs, got their pit stop done. I do think that was on Mr. Schneebel for not leaving room. We'll do a passing contact. Actually, it would be defending. Do a defending contact standard, as it really took Bobby out. Made him lose the positions, take damage. Whoa. Wow, that was a big jump. Nice job being patient. It's a good rejoin. Just spins and then gets out of the way. It's a fine spot. Nobody really is driving over there on that corner, so that was fine. Purnell did the same thing. Oh, thankfully he didn't hit anybody. Looks like he kind of just missed his braking marker. It's a good job. Oh, please. Beautiful. That was pretty classy. Alright, nice rejoin. Just gonna try to speed through a lot of these. I have a feeling this is what it's gonna be. No action there. Got Purnell. Nico's a blue flag for Purnell. Just goes a bit wide, jumps that curb. Purnell ends up banging him. It's minor damage, but no loss of control. I don't know how much of a difference that makes around here. but it probably makes a difference. So I have to give Purnell a minor. You just can't drive through people, you know. Adjusting for the small mistakes is part of it. So passing contact minor for Purnell. Well, while I'm involved in this, I would normally not have a say, but it's not. It's pretty cut and dry. Adam, I'm pretty sure, missed his braking marker a little bit. Gave me a tap, but ended up putting himself in the wall, so self-serving penalty. I didn't receive any damage, really. So nothing there.
EOL for the Mustang.
They were both Mustangs.
The pretty one.
All right, nice rejoin. Yeah, I mean this is pretty smooth. It's a little risky. Just be aware doing it that close to the track. If you're uncomfortable thinking you might come back onto the track, like that would be a big penalty if he came onto the track, because one of these cars would have hit him. But pretty good. Nobody really had to adjust. Seems like their normal line. So that's good. And second 3D curb. Alright, so yeah, these cars have got out of the way. But ultimately, he just realized he was slow and used the opportunity to turn around, got out of the way again. No worries there. A little bit of contact from Quentin. Yeah, David's just a little slow there. Oops. Quentin misinterpreted it, but no damage, no position loss, so just a little bit of an incident. Alright, nice rejoin. Yeah. Alright, that was a good rejoin. I'm seeing now I forgot to check Adam's rejoin if he had one. Sometimes I just forget. No action there. Just gonna go back and check real quick. Yeah, okay. That's what I assumed. It's alright. Ovals are kind of exceptions. Not that he really got in the way. Good job. going back to the proper part of the track. Yeah, that was a good rejoin. Gets up to speed, gets in his slot, stays predictable. Alright, so it's got a little dizzy, but yeah, he spins about 180. Let's go left, spins again. Like from here, just turn right. Right, get yourself in line with the way the track's going off of the racing line. You can get up to speed, as we've seen happen multiple times so far, and just join, you know, a little bit past the cones or before if you can. Because this right here, okay, so Micah's coming around and he sees that. He's wondering what's going to happen. So just be aware, do what you can to get up to speed before either crossing the track or getting back on the racing line. Not enough for a penalty though. Yeah, so just like that, gets off the track, gets up to speed, hops back on. Guess that was the 4X. Just some racing. This must be after the race. Alright. Yeah. Let's see Quentin get bunny hopped. Alright. So yeah, that was interesting. The start of that race was pretty horrendous. If we have a similar issue for anybody that watches this, if somebody,
Can we go and look at the start?
that's what I'm doing. So if anybody,
no.
so in the future, if somebody doesn't move that's on grid, give them like 3 to 5 seconds and go around them. There's no more of this waiting for them to go if they're not going to go. We're going to look at the start right now.
Well, also look at the start for possible excessive tire weaving towards the front.
Like that.
Maybe I wasn't looking. I'm looking now. Who's behind him?
Looks like Ken.
It looks like AIs when you stop in front of them.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, not sure what was going on here. I'm gonna put something
He
in the
said
rules
something
about
happened
this.
with his cat.
What?
I was just gonna say I looked in general, and he said something happened with his cat, and he had to get out of his chair and go
Ah.
off or something.
Yeah. So
Well, I mean, next time maybe a little call on the radio. Hey, I gotta go take care of my pussy cat. Just go around me. I'll fall back in the end of the line if needed or something.
yeah, and everybody else just go. Like there shouldn't be a gap like that, even if somebody's made a mistake. Oh, I'm seeing now. This is
Oh,
that
this is
first one we looked at was from Ken going around him, and then him trying to stay in front, get his position. I still stand by the choice from earlier. It's not Ken's spot. But yeah. Yeah, I know. Some people really got screwed off of that. The thing is, that's not just one person's. Like, I would say, like, yes, it sucks that
I
Sones.
mean, I think
It
some
sucks that
sort
he
of
had that issue, but it's also on everybody. Like, everybody else could have just gone. If it were just one person sitting there, we wouldn't have thrown a yellow. What was that, Bradley?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, looking back at this one, when did I mean, I just hate. Did that mess Ken's car up? I mean, he's sitting there going, and then like from Ken's perspective, it's as soon as I get going, that's when this guy wants to go. You know?
So,
So
doesn't mean he's not entitled to his spot where he qualified.
sure.
And so, yeah, I mean, this is where there's a ton of context, and, if Ken were upset and not wanting to give it back because of that timing, that's because he assumed stuff, and we're just not sure what the reason was at that point. So, yeah, once that guy's driving, all is back to normal, except for having to catch up. Excessive tire weaving. Holy cow. Just come up here. Is there a particular lap you're thinking of?
We'll just kind of look here. An anonymous, told us to just look at it if we could. I think it's one of the top 3-4 guys, possibly in a Porsche. That's green.
Hard to figure out which one you're talking about. Gotcha, yeah. I mean, that's a bit much. In the rules, we do state, if you're going to do that, be predictable and respectful. We encourage not doing it. The weaving, it doesn't do too much for your tires. It increases risk quite a lot. There's a stain on his half. Okay. Yeah, I'll put this up for the stewards. That just because I don't feel like that's something for me to just make that call on. It's a tough one.
No, I think it's just you want to warm your tires up, split the track in half. You got the right 50% for the left.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want on that side, as long as you don't spin out and wreck somebody.
Just want to see when the lap was shortened, because as of now it could be a single file. No, it looks like it was already shortened. Yeah, so shortened here. Yeah, so... Oh man, that's annoying. Alright, so yeah, this is a bit much. I know we all want to maximize that, but you can see Sean's a little bit unsure. To be fair, too, for the people following this, when you follow weaving like this, especially if there's a few of them, it's a bit disorienting for the people behind.
Is it single or double file at this point?
It's double.
Yeah,
Doubles
if it was single file, I think that's
Double
okay,
since-
but double file,
here
then
about
no.
just before this, actually. So yeah,
I mean, I don't think it's worth a penalty, just a mention.
yeah, I think this is a good talking point. We'll just use it as like a warning / heads up this time. But definitely need to put something in the actual penalty guidelines for pace lap stuff. So yeah, I think yeah, keep the weaving to a minimum. We just want to have a nice clean start and do what you can to be there when you start, especially if you grid. All right.
Get rid of the cats and get a dog. That's what
Yeah,
I can
precisely.
tell him.
If there's a single lesson, it's that. Okay, yeah, so good race, guys. That was relatively clean. Most of it was just spinning. We've got 2 weeks off from here. So on the 1st of February, we are at Watkins Glen. So yeah, practice up. Enjoy your couple weeks off, Daytona time. And see you guys in a few weeks.